up, though, my spades? Welcome back, welcome back. I hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody had a good week, good weekend, holiday weekend. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you got some relaxation and some good times in over the holiday. Well, I had a long day today, so I'm going to get right at it. I did 12 hours and only go get paid for 8. And I got a test tomorrow, so I got to study right after this. But I'm hoping y'all all well. I'm greeting all my spades with the word love. Greet y'all with the word love. If you're visiting, welcome. Glad to have you. Come on, be a part of us. This is a distinguished culture. Like I've said in the past, when I call you spade, that's because, hey, you're someone who put others before you. You know how to love. You're always thinking of others. Things of that nature. We go and get to the topic at hand today. 3 reasons. 3 reasons why blue-collar, hard-working men are choosing strip clubs over regular clubs and lounges. All right. I'm always talking to people. I'm always interviewing people. Believe me when I tell you. I interview all ages. I could be talking to someone that's 25 to 75. I'm always asking questions, interviewing. And this kind of the feedback I'm getting from, a lot of the blue collar workers. The hard working men, good men. The carpenters, the truck drivers, the heavy equipment operators. Guys that work in the factory, building the cars. That's the feedback I'm getting from these bros. And we go give you the reasons. I'm going to give y'all the reasons what, I've been getting back. Okay, reason number 1. While a lot of the good working men, hard working blue collar men, your plumbers, your electricians, why they starting to stray away from the regular clubs and lounges. And they rather spend their time at the strip clubs. Reason number 1. Reason number 1 is you have a lot of women, civilian women, just patronizing the strip clubs nowadays. That's that. Again, that ain't necessarily my thing. I might, entertain them every green moon. That ain't necessarily my thing, But it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Cool if you want to just have a little fun or what have you. But again, that ain't my thing. So, the feedback I get from these fellas, hey, it says a lot of civilian women hanging out in them. They either there because their girlfriend is a dancer, or their cousin a dancer, their sister. You got a lot of women patronizing, strip clubs nowadays. That's one reason. And they tell me that the women are just, far more approachable. Regular women that's in there supporting their sister, supporting their cousin, supporting their friend. They say women are more approachable. They say when you meet them up in the regular clubs and the regular bars, everybody want to act like they Sierra, everybody want to act like they Beyonce. In the strip clubs, women seem to be, from what I'm hearing, more approachable. Number 2, the reason why men, hardworking, blue-collar men, are straying away from regular clubs and lounges to the strip clubs. The number 2 reason, from what I'm being told, women don't act entitled up in the strip clubs. They don't act entitled. Everybody in there, if you in there, you can afford it. So the women that come in there, they're patronize their girl. They can afford it. They're not standing around acting entitled. Like a lot of these clubs. See, I'm down south, and I'm from up north. The things I've seen down south is just, it's so different from the culture where I'm from. See, where I'm from Detroit. And the culture up there, even if you don't get it, you act like you get it. And that's the women too. When women out, they popping bottles, they sending guys drinks, But again, you got women up there, they doctors, lawyers, engineers. They work Cadillac plant, Ford plant, General Motors, Chrysler, they got all the jobs. Whatever man doing, they doctors. Like I say, they detectives, lieutenants, you name it, judges, so where I'm from, and what these men talking about in a regular club, too many women standing around waiting for men to buy them a drink. And a lot of these women have men. They want you to buy them drinks all night. Then they go home to their man, But from what I'm told, women that hang out in the strip clubs, they got money. They got money. They coming in, they ain't standing around looking crazy, waiting on, a brother to buy them a drink. They coming in, woo, they supporting their girls, they buying drinks, they throwing a few dollars, supporting their girlfriend or their cousin or what have you. So again, the second reason is the reason why men are straying to strip clubs, because women don't act entitled. These regular clubs, they acting entitled. If you say hello to them, or you say hello, buy me a drink. That's the so a lot of hard-working men, is they getting tired of dealing with that, so they just rather go to the strip club. The third reason, hard-working men, blue-collar men, they telling me they feel appreciated. They feel appreciated when they up in the strip club, whether it's by the dancers, whether it's by other women that's patronizing their sisters, their friends, their cousins, their family. They say they feel appreciated because a lot of these clubs nowadays, men hate these women looking for the rich men, the high value men, the high dollar men. They looking for the rich guy. They don't appreciate the hard-working blue-collar men, the heavy equipment operator, the plumbers, the electricians, the mechanics, the guys working in the factories, the truck drivers, the forklift drivers. They ain't appreciate. They looking for the rich, But they say when they go up into the strip club, hey, they feel wanted, feel appreciated. Women are far more approachable. And then, and another reason, the third reason, they just have far more fun. You go in a regular club, a regular lounge, women dancing together in a group, in front of the mirror. These are grown. These ain't kids. These ain't the sorority sisters. These ain't the 20-year-old sorority, the 21. No, these are 40, 45, 50, dancing in a circle, smacking each other on the buttocks. They They even let women who don't know them. I mean, and I ain't talking about gay women. I'm talking about women that just love men. But the way they acting in the club, they acting standoff or, acting too firm with the, with the fellas. But then they letting strange women that they don't even know smack them on the buttocks while they dancing. They giving, the men a hard time. But then, they dance in a group. They letting their sister smack them on their butt, their cousin, and, women that they don't know. They just standing in a circle doing whatever, And again, these ain't the little teenage girls. So that's why these hard-working men, the blue-collar carpenters, mason, all the plumbers, truck drivers, they feel valued, They feel valued. So that's the word I'm getting. That's why, these men are kind of straying away, from these regular clubs. Because, hey, they feel, for one, the women just not really even fun. But in the strip club, they say everybody having fun. Everybody. So that's that's the information I've gathered. Guys telling me what it is. They getting turned off going to regular little clubs and and lounges or whatever to meet women. So I mean, hey, y'all tell me what y'all think, y'all women, y'all out there, y'all, y'all being a little too, firm, or you're being a little too, nonchalant. But again, it's a lot of good bras out there making good money. Blue collar workers make the world turn, make the world go round. There's only a handful of rich guys out there. So hey, you're passing up on the carpenters, you're passing up on the electricians and the plumbers. Chasing them waterfalls. So be careful about that. But this concludes that. I hope y'all learned something. And at the end of the day, when you go out, you should go out to have a good time. You should go out. You should be out to enjoy yourself if you decide to go out. And when you do go out, you got to ask God to protect you, lead you in everything you do. Everything you do. Whether you're looking for a rich man, you got to ask God. You got to ask God. You don't know how God go bless you. Okay. You don't know how God go bless you. Every woman didn't get a Boaz. Yeah. Every woman didn't have a Boaz. Just ask Mary. Just ask Mary, who was married to Joseph, and they was traveling, trying to see where, they was gonna be blessed to bring Jesus in this world. All right, I'll leave y'all with that. Hey, I wish y'all love and happiness, and y'all continue to love